What's up guys, welcome back to channel The Forcebers 2. Today we're going to be reacting to his story. I actually wonder, cause he went very popular now. So I'm wondering if he's just gonna go straight into the chaos, or is he just gonna be I'm just chill at the start and then like that. Okay. Let's go to his stories, shorts. Okay, this is his shorts. I'm just gonna go to his channel. Okay, here it is. Shorts, most popular. I want the most popular one. Popular, okay.
A man climbed onto our...
I guess, wait, what was that? Wait, I kind of want to watch it now.
A man climbed onto our school bus with a knife, and the first thing he heard was a slow clap from the back row. Confused, he screamed at our driver, Mrs. Worley, to keep driving and not stop for anyone. A kid leaned forward. Nice ski mask. Did you cut the holes out yourself, or did your mommy help you? The whole bus laughed. He waved the knife around. Shut up and no one gets hurt. Your hand is shaking so hard I can't tell if that's a threat or a dance move. He stepped toward the kid who said...
I think they probably got it from ChatGPT. It's easy. Bro should have just Googled it or something like that. Bro got it from Google or ChatGPT or something. I just know it. No, I know it. Okay, come on.
And 20 voices started talking at once. Oh, he's walking now. Everybody watch out. He spun around trying to find who said what, but insults were coming from every direction. Bro, serious.
Okay. Why would they insult a robber? They're basically Lee Cook now.
Hijacked a bus with no plan, no getaway car, and a Walmart knife. This is the saddest crime I've ever seen. We wouldn't let him finish a single sentence. Are you robbing us for money? All I have is an EBT card and a bus pass.
What's the EBT card? What's the EBT card? Could somebody write what's the EBT card in the wait, let me see their comments actually. Okay, getting bullied by kid. No, I mean getting bullied and robbed by kids while saying threats to them is wild. Oh yeah, it is kind of wild. Oh well, could you guys when I post this video, could you guys explain what is the LBT card is?
He pointed his knife at Mrs. Worley, and the whole bus
No, don't
went
kill her.
silent.
You're cooked.
The kid stood up. You can threaten us all you want, but if you point that thing at Mrs. Worley again, we're gonna have a real different conversation. He laughed nervously and asked what a bunch of kids were going to do about it.
They're gonna kill him.
A girl said, "We're on the bus to the school for troubled teens. Half of us are here for
Oh
assault,
wait, no,
and
he's
the other
cooked
half
now.
won't say why." Mrs. Worley
Okay, why
looked
would
at
you
him
slap
over
him?
her shoulder. "Honey, I've watched these kids make grown men cry over smaller things than pointing a knife at me." He lowered the knife. "Smart choice. She brings us donuts on Fridays. We protect what matters." His face twisted.
Oh wait, no, that was funny. I think that's the only reason why they even protected her. No, that was funny. Okay.
Shoved toward the kid with the knife raised. Mrs. Worley pulled over, stood up, and stepped between them. "That's enough now." He grabbed her arm and shoved her into the dashboard. For half a second, the bus was completely silent. Then a kid came over the seats like something feral, and 3 others were right behind him. The guy didn't have time to turn around before someone hit him in the back of the knees, and he went down.
Oh,
the knife
wait, no.
skittered under the seats, and kids
Bro
were
got
on
leg
top of him
kicked.
before he could reach for it.
Oh
Someone
my
had
God.
him in a headlock while someone else pinned his arms. A girl sat on his legs and went through his pockets just to add insult to injury. Mrs. Worley pressed the emergency button. "I need police at my location. Tell them there's no rush. The situation is handled." The guy was crying. "Please get off me. I can't breathe." A kid leaned close to his face. "You should have thought about that before you touched Mrs. Worley." When the cops showed up, they found him tied to a seat with shoelaces and snot running
Oh
down
no, that
his
was
face.
funny. Okay, that one was
Dad
funny.
measured me for the 5th time that day and screamed, "Why are you still 5'10"? I stared down at my 5'3" dad. And when I saw Kimberly walking out of the boys, I became my school's hero for 1 minute before everyone watched what happened next. I don't play around when it comes to Halloween, so during our school's Halloween dance, I dressed up in real firefighter gear from my dad's closet. Real jacket, real boots, real helmet. I strutted around the gym like I owned the place.
Every one of these shorts that I skip is either inappropriate or I already watched it. Cause my channel is also made for kids at the same time, so it's kind of not good to add bad thing into the videos.
Until the fog machine popped like a toaster and the fire alarm went off. Everyone cheered, thinking...
Wait, It's kind of like for kids, because like you guys just saw a knife. I just realized. Whatever. It's animated, right?
Until I smelled burnt
Is it AI?
plastic. Teachers
Oh, no,
started
it's
waving their
animated,
arms,
my
telling
bad.
everyone to stay calm. But I noticed the orange extension cord powering the machine didn't stop at the wall. It ran out the side doors and down the hallway toward the science wing. Then someone near the door yelled, "Smoke in the hallway," and teachers started shouting for everyone to evacuate. Real sirens started wailing outside and fire
Yeah,
trucks.
guys, they're right. You should evacuate. Okay, now it's impossible to think that that 10-year-old or like 11 or something like that is a firefighter. Okay, so if they say that, I don't even know what to say anymore. Okay, do you want to just keep going?
Pulled up. The crowd poured into the parking lot while firefighters rushed through the main doors. That's when one of them spotted me standing near the entrance in full gear. "You, with us!" he shouted.
I'm a future teller. I told the future. No way.
"Clearing the east wing." I opened my mouth to say I'm just a student, but he shoved a flashlight into my hand and pushed me forward. The hallway was dark and filled
You
with...
should have just holded your flashlight and said, "Wait." Oh wait, he probably has an axe for some reason because firefighters have axes, so why would he not bring a axe? And do you guys know how heavy is the real firefighter gear? Not gonna lie, it's actually pretty crazy that how heavy is the firefighter gear.
smoke. We followed the orange cord past the lockers until it disappeared under Mrs. Carter's classroom door. One of the firefighters reached for the handle and jerked back.
Ooh,
"Hot,"
no, that's
he
hot.
said, then looked at me. "Hit it!" But I only had my foam axe. I swung as hard as I could and it bounced off with a pathetic squeak. The firefighter grabbed it, swung himself, and the foam bent in half. He stared at it, muttered, "These damn budget cuts," and tossed it aside. That's when someone shouted from down the hall and he waved to the others. "Forget this door. We'll circle back once we've got tools." They started heading back down the hall, but then I heard it. A squeaky wheel spinning frantically. This was Mrs. Carter's room. And
R.I.P.
the class pet, Mr. Nibbles, was still inside.
R.I.P.
I turned
Nibbles.
back to the
R.I.P.
door.
Nibbles.
The handle was glowing red. I wrapped my jacket sleeve around my arm and threw my shoulder into the bottom panel until it cracked open. Smoke poured out and choked me instantly. The hamster cage was on the counter and tiny flames were eating the papers around it. I grabbed the melted cord with
Oh,
my
no, he's
sleeve
cooked.
and yanked it from the wall. A spark bit through the fabric straight into my skin and I screamed but kept pulling until the plug came loose.
That's crazy.
I grabbed the cage with my smoking sleeve and the metal seared into my palm. I could smell my skin burning. My lungs felt like they were filled with glass and my vision was
Oh,
going
no, he's
black
cooked,
around
he's
the
cooked.
edges. But I ran. When I burst through the side door, I collapsed face first onto the concrete and threw Mr. Nibbles onto the grass so I wouldn't crush him. I could hear cheering as hands grabbed me and someone pulled off my helmet. A firefighter was staring down at me. "Kid, you're a hero." That's when I heard the scream. I turned my head and watched a hawk swoop down, grab Mr. Nibbles
All of that for nothing. Great. He's not the hero anymore.
in its talons and fly away. I became my school's hero.
Okay, now that was actually crazy. So we're gonna go like 2 more shorts. Then we're just gonna end the video. Okay? So this is
My
one.
teacher looked at my drawing, covered her mouth, and ran out of the room screaming. Our assignment was to draw something that makes us happy, so I drew me and my dad fishing at the lake, something we do every Saturday. I picked up my
Okay,
paper to see
why'd she run away? I don't get it. Why'd she run away?
what she saw. 2 stick figures, a fishing rod, a lake, a building that said Larry's Bait and Tackle, and a fish that I even labeled fish in case there was any confusion. I had no idea what I did wrong.
Okay, now
she
there's-
came back with 2 security guards.
Okay, now there's probably a confusion now. There's easily a confusion. Okay, yeah, come on, let's keep going.
Still screaming, grabbed my drawing off my desk and pointed at me like I was dangerous. They walked me out without saying a word and sat me down in Principal Carter's office. He had my drawing under a desk lamp like he was examining a ransom note. He looked up. "Explain this." I told him it's me and my dad fishing at the lake. He pointed at my stick figure's hand. "You're telling me this is a fishing rod when I'm looking at a weapon." I told him there's a line coming
What
off
do they mean by a weapon? Let me see.
it with a fish on the end, and I literally wrote the word fish next to it. Mrs. Keller leaned in. "It looks like he's aiming at the building." I told her it's Larry's Bait and Tackle where we buy worms, and he's facing the water because that's where fish live, and that's how fishing works. I didn't understand how every adult in the room was looking at a fish and seeing a threat. Principal Carter picked up his phone and called my dad. "Mr. Davis, your son drew an image."
Now that was kind of aura when he when he hit the phone and then it just came up and then he just grabbed it. That was kind of Bora.
That appears to depict a school shooting. We need you here immediately. I sat there staring at my drawing, wondering how I ended up here. My dad showed up still in his work shirt with dirt on his hands and stopped in the doorway. Where is he? What did he draw? Principal Carter slid the
What did
drawing
he
across
draw?
the desk, and my dad picked it up, stared at it, and laughed. Not a chuckle, a full laugh. This is from last Saturday. He pulled out his phone, turned it around, and the photo was right there. Me standing in front of Larry's bait and tackle holding my fishing rod. Same building, same rod, same everything. He looked at the principal. Is everyone in this room slow? My son drew a fish, labeled it fish, drew a fishing rod, drew a bait shop, and you looked at that and saw a school shooting. Nobody said anything. You pulled my son out of class and called me at work because not one adult in this building stopped and said, hey, maybe that's a fishing rod. Mrs. Keller stared at the
Exactly.
floor, and Principal Carter had nothing. My dad put the drawing in his pocket. We're done here. Let's go. Next art class, I drew Mrs. Keller and labeled it donkey in case there was any confusion. My teacher looked
Oh
at
no, that's crazy. Now that was actually crazy. Okay, let me see. Wait, let me see. Let me see. The drawing.
my drawing, covered her mouth, and ran out of the room screaming. Our assignment was to draw something that makes us happy, so I drew me and my dad fishing at the lake, something we do every Saturday. I picked up my
Okay, so let me just go back here. Okay. So if I kind of look to my right, because like I can't see this correctly, so wait, let me just look to my right. Okay. Now, if you look closely, I could kind of see the dad as like a knife, okay? But the kid, there's no way actually. And the way that he has a fish is even crazier. Like, how would they do a confusion? I'm not sure.
In the middle of a test, the sprinklers started spraying.
Oh, wait,
Everyone
no, he's
instantly
cooked.
screamed, "Ah!" But I realized it wasn't water spraying on us. Someone yelled, "What is this? What is on us?" We all tried to stand up and run, but everyone was slipping. The alarm blared, and the principal yelled on the speaker, "Everyone needs to get out of the building immediately. There is an active threat inside." But just before we could get
Who's the
out, our
threat?
teacher stepped in the way. He said, "Wait, I think I just saw the threat out there." But the hall was empty. "There's nobody out there. Let us out." I tried to grab the handle, but he slapped my hand. "No, nobody's leaving." Everyone was coughing, and that's when I realized I liked the smell. Oh my god, it was gasoline. Half the class rushed over
gasoline?
to the windows.
Okay, now any fire that comes here, they're cooked.
But we couldn't just jump out because we were on the 3rd floor. Stacy yelled, "Please, let us out. We have to make a run for it." But he just stood there. He just said, 30 more seconds. Everyone was confused. What?
30,
We need to go.
29,
We'll die from the fumes. But he
28,
just smiled.
27,
20. What if a fire
26.
starts? We'll all burn. 10 seconds. A girl yelled,
10?
"Ah,
Okay.
it's in my eyes. I can't see." It was complete chaos until our teacher reached for the lock. He turned it. The door clicked open and someone walked in. "Thanks for letting me in, Dad." Stacy yelled, "Dad, you have a son." They both turned around,
Yeah,
locking eyes
they never
straight
said that
onto
he had
me.
the
We all
son.
started backing up, and when I saw the guy's face, my heart sank. I recognized him. He pointed straight at me
cooked.
and said,
He's
"You
cooked.
put me in jail for 5 years. Now it's finally
Oh, now
time
he's
to
more
get
cooked.
revenge." I couldn't believe my eyes. This was the same guy I had called the police on 5 years ago. He had tried to rob my grandma at gunpoint and had been waiting to get me back. We watched him pull something out of his pocket and hold it up, and we saw it was a Bic lighter. Everyone started panicking because one tiny flame, and we'd all immediately burn. I yelled, "No, please, you'll kill us all." He just smiled. He started flicking, and we all yelled, "Stop, please, we'll all die." He flicked over and over, and I knew I had to stop him before it worked. "Please, my grandma was all I had. I didn't mean to make you suffer." And when I said that, I saw our teacher look at me, but he looked upset. We were all crying, and I saw him really looking at his son like he didn't know who he was. Flick, flick. Then finally, it caught a flame. He held it up, but I saw our teacher pick up the fire extinguisher from the wall.
Okay, now
I
extinguish that fire, okay?
knew there was no way that tiny thing would save us from the fire. But his son said, "This is for what you did, for putting me in prison with those diddlers. Say goodbye." But right before he dropped the lighter, our teacher raised the fire extinguisher.
Wait,
and in
isn't he
one
supposed
moment,
to extinguish
he slammed
it?
it down on his son's head hard.
No.
His
He's supposed to extinguish it. Not smash it on his son's head.
son instantly fell over, and our teacher
Yeah,
stood
fall.
there panting. He was crying. "I'm so sorry. I failed all of you. My son was a monster." The police ran in and grabbed him, and he looked at me one more time with tears in his eyes as they took him out. In the middle of a test,
Okay.
the
I have to end this video, so bye, guys.
sprinklers started spraying.